So friends, we all see the train coming, and we all see democracy stuck on the tracks. The only question is, what are we going to do about it? Let's talk about that, because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So friends, Donald Trump continues to tell us that he will not accept an election loss in November, and he won't rule out violence once he loses. He has been spewing the same old dangerous rhetoric at his recent hate rallies. Here is some of the new reporting from CNN. Headline: Trump suggests he won't accept 2024 election results. What are some of the main takeaways? Well, Trump says, if everything's honest, I'll gladly accept the results. I don't change on that. If it's not, you have to fight for the right of the country. Friends, we've seen this exact movie before. Yeah, it's getting old, it's getting tiresome, and it's growing increasingly dangerous. We see the train coming, and we see democracy stuck on the tracks. Donald Trump says, well, if the election is honest, I'll accept the results. No, he won't. The election was honest in 2020. Don't take it from me. Take it from all of Donald Trump's officials and executive branch agencies, who said it was the most secure election in our nation's history and there was no fraud undermining the results of the 2020 presidential election. So, of course, Donald Trump will not accept the results if he loses, and he will. No, he will tell people, go to the Capitol, fight like hell, or you won't have a country anymore. Now, stop the certification. Stop the steal. We've seen this movie before. He spouted out that same nonsense recently in a Time magazine interview. Question to Trump: you said, I think we're going to win and there won't be violence. Well, what if you don't win, sir? Answer from Trump: I think we're going to win. And if we don't win, it depends. It always depends on the fairness of an election. I don't believe they'll be able to do the things that they did last time. And now, in recent days at his Detroit hate rally, here's what Donald Trump said. Quote, I think all of them are voting for Trump. I'd say 99%. He was talking about a particular voting demographic. They're all voting for Trump. I'd say 99%. And if they aren't, I don't know what the hell the other side did, but we'll start an investigation or something. Okay? Close quote. So we already know what Donald Trump will do. He'll lose the election, and then he'll incite violence. Again, he is promising us that over and over. We know what he will do. What we don't know is what the institutions of government will do between now and then. We see democracy on the tracks. We see the Trump train barreling forward, out of control, hell-bent on violence. What will the institutions of government do? Well, I suggest that first we can move the bus of democracy off the train tracks by making sure we get out to vote in numbers too big to rig and too real to steal. And we can derail the Trump train that is dangerously barreling toward democracy with Donald Trump signaling, oh, there will be violence again when I lose the election in November. How do you derail the Trump train? By applying the rule of law to Donald Trump as it was intended to be applied, not for political purposes at all. Donald Trump is still on pretrial release in 3 felony cases, both federal and state. Donald Trump is convicted of 34 felony crimes in New York, pending sentencing coming up in July. Crimes he committed to try to steal the 2016 presidential election. The way you derail the danger that is Donald Trump is by applying the rule of law as it was intended to be applied and sentencing him to prison. Plain and simple. Heck, if it were any of us with 4 felony cases pending against us, and we represented the kind of danger to the community, the kind of danger to democracy that Donald Trump represents, we would have been in pretrial detention so fast it would have made our heads spin. And I don't think there can be any reasonable dispute but that Donald Trump is the most dangerous person on pretrial release in the United States of America today. He remains a danger to witnesses and jurors, to judges and prosecutors. He remains a danger to democracy because he basically has already announced, no, this is going to be the sequel to January 6th last go-round. He's telling us that. We see the democracy bus on the tracks. We see the Trump train barreling down. Let's apply the rule of law. The good men and women of the institutions of government, somebody step forward and hold Donald Trump accountable, not for political reasons, but by the simple application of the rule of law. It will have the fringe benefit of stopping his violence-inducing insanity, that he's engaged in over and over again, and that he is signaling he's prepared to engage in again. Let's put a stop to it. Because justice matters. Friends, as always, please stay safe, please stay tuned, and I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.